haven't talked about it in years. I didn't even want to. But lately I keep hearing that sound again. The one from the woods. Not in my ears. In my dreams. In the floorboards. Sometimes in the fridge motor. I don't know how to explain it, but it's the same. And it's not a ringing. It's not even a bell, really. It's the pause after the bell. That moment when the air still carries the sound even though it's already stopped. That's what I hear. So I figured I'd finally say it. Say what happened. Or what I remember. We were four. Me, Tyler, Mads, and Jamie. Senior year. 2 cars. Borrowed tents. No alcohol, no drugs, you need to know that. People always assume. We went out to a forest not far from Shamokin, Pennsylvania. Private land, sort of. Used to be an old coal town nearby, long gone. Locals said there were still tunnels under the ridge. Collapsed mines, rusted equipment. It was supposed to be a dumb weekend thing. Off-grid. Campfire. Photos for Instagram. Then out. First night, normal. Bit cold. But stars were clear and we could hear water. Mad said it was peaceful. Second night, the air got weird. Like pressure. Like your ears popped but nothing actually changed. The fire didn't burn right. It kept pulling toward one side, like there was a draft, but there was no wind. Then around midnight, we heard the bell. One clear note. From deeper in the trees. Nobody moved. We all heard it. Tyler said it must have been an old church. I said there was nothing out here. We laughed about it. Sort of. But nobody slept great after that. I woke up around 4 a.m. and Mads was outside the tent. Just standing there. Looking into the woods. She said, "I think someone's out there." But her voice sounded off. Like she was trying not to wake someone else. Except it was just us. That's the first night I saw the figure. And the last night we were all still there. We stayed. None of us said it, but we felt it. Something was off. Jamie didn't sleep. He sat outside till dawn. Didn't talk. Just stared at the trees. Tyler joked about the bell. Called it Forest Church. Nobody laughed. Around noon, Jamie walked off. Said he needed a minute. We figured he'd be back in 5. 20 minutes passed. No sign. Tyler got annoyed. Mad started calling. No answer. We spread out a little. Just to check. Nothing far. Just within shouting distance. And then Jamie came walking back into camp. From the opposite direction. No backpack. No words. Just sat down by the fire like nothing happened. I asked where he went. He blinked. Said, "What do you mean? I've been here." He wasn't joking. Tyler looked pale. Mads looked like she was about to cry. She said, "I just came from that way. You weren't there." Jamie just looked at her. Didn't argue. Didn't speak. That night, the bell rang again. Twice. Same sound. But colder somehow. Sharper. And something moved past the tent. Not big. Not loud. Just there. I heard my own name. Whispered. Outside the fabric. Not shouted. Not close. Just. Like someone testing how it sounds. Tyler sat up at the same time I did. We didn't say a word. The fire was out. Even though we banked it properly. Even though there was no wind. And Jamie was gone again. We waited until morning. Still no Jamie. We tried calling. Phone said, no service, again. We searched. Screamed his name. Tyler even fired a flare he wasn't supposed to have. Nothing. No prints. No trail. The woods looked clean. Too clean. Then Mads stopped walking. She was shaking. I asked what she saw. She didn't answer. Just pointed. I looked. Didn't see anything at first. Then I saw it too. A tower. Far off. Half hidden by trees. It looked like wood. But darker. Old. Tilted. Maybe 4 stories. No door. I asked. Was that there before? Tyler said no. Swore on his life. He would have seen it. We walked toward it. Slow. Quiet. Like something would notice if we got too loud. Then Mads stopped again. This time. She gasped. And ran. She didn't explain. Didn't wait. We caught up maybe 100 feet later. She was crouched behind a log. Covering her mouth. I looked where she was staring. Another figure. Standing still. Back turned. Same build as her. Same shirt. Same braid. Mads whispered. That's me. The figure turned. But there was no face. Just skin. Flat and smooth. Like wax that never finished melting. We ran. All 3 of us. Didn't know where. Didn't care. By the time we stopped, the tower was gone. But the bell rang. 3 times. We decided to leave. That was it. No more photos. No more stories. Just out. We packed fast. Didn't talk. Didn't even try to eat. I had my dad's old recorder. Used to use it for trail notes. Left it on the ground by the fire, running overnight. Just for ambient sounds. I forgot it was even there. I grabbed it on the way out. Didn't listen. Just stuffed it in the side pocket. We followed the ridge. Marked trees. Tyler had a compass. I had GPS. But after an hour, we looped right back to the camp. Or a camp. It looked like ours. But older. Ashes cold. Tent flattened. I pulled the GPS. It blinked. Spun. Tyler hit his compass. It flipped. Then stuck pointing west. Then east. Then west again. Mads started crying. I didn't know what to say. So I sat down. Opened the recorder. Hit play. At first, static. Then crackling leaves. Breathing. Low. Then a voice. My voice. It said, don't go left at the ridge. Then silence. Then again. Don't go left at the ridge. I don't remember saying that. I didn't say that. Tyler heard it too. Looked at me like I was hiding something. I hit stop. Then Mads whispered. Did you hear what came after? I hadn't. So I hit play again. Let it run longer. And at the end, a second voice. Also mine. It said, you've already done this. Then, for go in. One stays. Tyler went ahead. Just 20 steps. Just to check if the trail split. We could still see him. Then he turned left. Behind a tree. And that was it. He didn't come back. Didn't call. Didn't make a sound. We waited. 5 minutes. 10. I called out. No answer. I ran after him. Mads followed. We turned left. Where he turned. And found nothing. No trail. No Tyler. Just more trees. Same trees. Two same. I started marking trunks with my knife. It didn't help. We walked half an hour. Maybe more. Then we saw the camp again. But this time, it wasn't ours. It looked older. Like someone had been there. A week ago. Or a year. Tent was half collapsed. Ashes soaked. Cooler broken open. And beside the log, Tyler's backpack. Same patches. Same stain. Still zipped shut. It shouldn't be here. I opened it. Everything was inside. Unmoved. Clean. Like he'd just set it down. Mads whispered. Look. She pointed at the tree. Just behind the tent. 3 names carved into the bark. Jamie. Mads. Ben. But no Tyler. Only a 4th line. Unfinished. Cut shallow into the bark. Like the knife had stopped halfway through. We didn't speak. We didn't move. Until the bell rang. 4 times. We didn't sleep. Not really. We just sat. Near the broken tent. Back to back. Waiting for morning. It didn't come. Not fast enough. Around 2 a.m. She whispered. Ben. I turned. She wasn't looking at me. She was staring into the dark. I said. What is it? She didn't blink. Didn't breathe. Then she said. I just heard my voice. But I didn't say anything. That made me cold. All the way through. I asked what it said. She shook her head. Then, very slowly, she said. It said, I'll stay if you do. I didn't reply. I didn't know how. And then, the bell rang. 5 times. Not far. Not soft. Like it was near the tent. We didn't move. Didn't speak. After a while, the silence came back. That hard, thick kind. Like air too full to breathe. We must have passed out. Not sleep. Not rest. Just stopped. When I woke up, the sun was coming through the trees. My hand was in the dirt. My mouth dry. Mads wasn't there. I stood fast. Looked everywhere. Nothing. But beside the log. Her jacket. Folded. Shoelaces tied. Knife placed on top. Like she packed herself. Into absence. I screamed her name. No echo. Only the wind. Moving through trees. That didn't look familiar anymore. I didn't run. I just started walking. Not for escape. Just away. The recorder was still in my jacket. I didn't touch it. I didn't want to hear what came next. I kept west. I think. The sun said west. But so did everything else. The trail started looking familiar. Not in the comforting way. In the sick way. Like déjà vu. That never stops. Then I saw the sign. The one at the trailhead. Faded. Bent. The letters scraped off. I laughed. Out loud. It sounded wrong. But I was back. Almost. Then I heard voices. Low. Close. I stepped behind a tree. Looked down the slope. And I saw them. Us. Me. Jamie. Tyler. Mads. Day 1. Just arriving. Car doors open. Backpacks full. Jamie said something. I couldn't hear it. But I remembered it. Because I'd already heard it before. 7 years ago. I tried to yell. To warn. Nothing came out. My throat worked. My lungs moved. But nothing reached them. Then. The me below. Turned slightly. Looked up. I froze. He squinted. Like he saw something. But couldn't make it out. Then Mads pulled his arm. They laughed. Moved on. Back into the woods. And me? I just stood there. Still. Watching them disappear. I walked back. Past the ridge. Past the tree with no carvings. Past the same broken fire pit. Again. No one there. Not Mads. Not Jamie. Not Tyler. Just the woods. Just me. I set the recorder down. Same spot we camped that first night. Next to the ash that shouldn't be there anymore. Clicked it on. Watched the red light blink. Waited. Then I said, if someone finds this, you're already too close. The air didn't move. But I kept going. You'll think you can turn back. You can't. You'll think it's trying to hurt you. It's not. It's trying to keep you. I sat with it for a while. Let the silence build. Until I couldn't take it anymore. I said, there was a tower. Sometimes. There were bells. Always. And at some point, you hear yourself. Say things you never said. See things that look like you. Until they are you. I didn't cry. I thought I would. But I didn't. I just stood. Left the recorder right where we started. Facing the woods. And walked. Not fast. Not far. Just deep enough. That the bell would sound again. Because it always does. And someone always comes in. The end.